Hi guys, this is Jiggy, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So in this episode, I'm going to show you guys how I shot this particular image. I'll be talking about the equipment we use, the thought process, basically on how this image came about. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, so I have a quick behind the scenes video. It is about 2 minutes. Basically, my assistant photographer had her iPhone with her and did a live feed. So I'm sorry that the quality of the image is not that great, but it'll do it. It basically shows the scene that we had. But first, if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. And while you're at it, click that notification bell. And if you want to see more of my images, you can find me on Instagram at Jiggy Alejandrino. Alright. Okay, so this is the actual scene of how we shot that image. I had flash units here in the back, which I will explain later. But basically, I just had a black seamless paper in the back, which was about, give or take, 6 or 7 feet away from the subject itself, which is more than enough for it to be totally black because it's not going to be hit by light. The space in which we shot her in was just about 5 meters by 5 meters, so it wasn't really that big. Yeah, then show you. So there. So instead of having 2 light stands, because honestly I should have had 2 light stands, but I had 2 assistants really just playing around with the height of the flash, which for me personally was faster. If you have the not the resources, but if you have the opportunity to actually have somebody assist you and hold on to the light, it will make the entire process a lot faster instead of you having to physically go to the light and adjusting it and just going back and forth and all those things. So I can adjust it on the fly to whatever it is that I see in my viewfinder. So the flash unit here, you'll be able to see now.
1, 2, 3. You get some more?
So
Cool, that's it. Perfect.
all right, so I was using an A7R Mark II as what you saw there. I'll show you. I was using an A7R Mark II with a 70-200 f4. Now, the reason why I used the f4 was because the 2.8 is so heavy and I really didn't need to shoot wide open. So I was okay with that. And the light that I was using here, you can see, oh well, we'll play it.
Perfect. Stop, one more. Do we have another?
There. The light that I was using is basically this. This is a Phottix Indra 500. This is a 500 watt TTL flash unit, obviously made by Phottix. It's battery powered and it is triggered remotely using this one. This is a Phottix Odin 2. This is the one that's on top of my camera, which basically talks to this flash here. The 2 flash units that you see here in the back are basically 2 of these. These are the Phottix Mitros Plus for Sony. The beautiful thing about this ecosystem is that this single trigger will control this one and this one. So it was very, very easy for me to adjust the power of my flash and just do everything that I needed to do, again, without having to physically go to the unit. What's mounted on this Phottix Indra, as you can see here, is a beauty dish. It's a 24-inch beauty dish with a grid. The grid was very, very important so that you don't get a spill in the background here. Okay, let's play it. There. So the grid was very important for the light to maintain in this specific area and not spill in the background. The 2 lights in the back were there primarily to make the water seen. Basically, we shot everything with a spray, just a normal spray. And yeah, so the light power from each side was basically the same. So what my power was on the backlight and on the light on the left were the same as the backlight on the right with the light on the right. And the distance of each light was equidistant to the cyclist. Okay, so let's watch it some more. Okay, so what's happening here is basically I'm asking for another spray because my initial shots weren't giving me the look that I wanted. I had it in the back, but none in the front. So I was thinking maybe I should have one spray of water. It's a $5 or $1 maybe. It's just an ordinary water spray. I had it in the back, but I didn't have any in front, so therefore I was just getting the mist in front, which didn't feel realistic. But to give a caveat, this shoot was actually a spur of the moment shoot. It wasn't part of the shot list. It was more or less like when I saw it, I was like, hey, you know what would be cool? Can we do this and we do that? So we started playing around, and that was the output. So here's me asking for maybe more. Wait, I'll make this softer. Yeah, but then they said that they didn't have any. So what I did, as I told them, maybe just put it in front and spray it above her head so that it goes towards the back and falls in front too. So there. So this girl is actually our makeup artist. I just made her do the spraying. It pays to be working with a team that you're comfortable with. There. So now I'm asking her to spray it above to the back. There. So there. That spray here are the water droplets you see in the back, illuminated by this too. Without this two flash units, you won't be able to see those water droplets. It won't give that separation from the black background. So there, I think this is good. So it's just now a matter of, yeah, it's tethered to the monitor so the people could see it. There, so it's now just a matter of tweaking the pose. Yeah, and there. So basically, that's how we shot that particular image. It was very, very simple. It took no less than 10 minutes for us to be able to do that. The last part of the video was basically just tweaking the pose to give a more dynamic look to her face. And yeah, so basically I just had to recap. I had two lights on the left and the right, which were equidistant to center, which had the same power. That's the Phottix Indra 500 here. With a beauty dish that's about 24 inches with a grid. You're gonna ask me why I used the beauty dish. Well, because number one, I like the light from the beauty dish. And basically that's the only modifier that I had that were exactly the same. So that's the reason why I used that beauty dish. So it had grids just to control the spill of the light to make sure that it doesn't hit the background. I'll show you guys. I'll bring it back. There. Just so to make sure that it doesn't hit the background, to keep that background totally black. I had two flash units in the back, this too, the Phottix Mitros Plus for Sony, handheld by my assistant so that it's easy for me to be able to tell them to bring it up lower or higher, because I didn't want it to be exactly the same height to give it a different type of look. And basically the light was there in order for the droplets to be seen and separated from the black background. Okay, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And while you're at it, click that notification bell. And if you want to see more of my images, please follow me on Instagram. It's at Jiggy Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video. Nice. A little bit, one more. Flex ang konti ng muscles ka ba? Yeah. 1, 2. Wow. Nice. And final for safety. 1, 2, 3, go. Wait, I have a question. Are we shooting raw? Okay. Right. Do we have it?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Thank you very much.